So we're off to Thunder Road today. Thunder Road Motorcycles, which is near Whitstable, sort of on the outskirts of Whitstable, on an industrial estate. So they're holding a BSA open day today at Thunder Road. So I'm going to go and have a look at the new BSA Bantam, hopefully have a ride on it, and maybe the BSA GoldsTAR or GoldsTAR Scrambler as well. See what they got, see what we can get a ride on. So it's highly unlikely I'm going to buy any of these bikes because, to be perfectly honest, I haven't got the money. But I'd like to have a ride on them, and I'll give you my thoughts, like a first impressions review. So I'm going to go with my mate Paul. I'll meet him at the bridge. You won't see much of Paul because he doesn't like being filmed. So I've arranged to meet Paul under the old bridge at 10 o'clock. Michelins are nicely scrubbed in now. They've got a lovely feel. They've speeded up the steering very slightly. Just that slight bit of better turning, but not twitchy. Perfect. So I'll wait here for Paul. Nice little spot in the sun. Alright, Paul's arrived. No one else is coming. We're plagued with roadworks at the moment. Kent is a nightmare for roadworks. So we're going to go a back road route. I'm not going to record too much of that because I want to concentrate on the test ride. The test ride of the Bantam and the Goldie. So let's go on the BSA Bantam. God, that bloody plastic pig. Where's Paul going? He's gone the wrong way. We get out down here. So first impressions, quite a nice bike. The handlebars feel very wide and straight. Don't like the left foot peg that's bent and pointing downwards. So what gear are we in? Has it got a gear indicator? Yes it has, and it's 6 speed. Oh, I thought it was only 5. Suspension's quite harsh. So let's go left. So the clutch has got a nice biting point and it's smooth. That's this old lady. So how many miles has this done, I wonder? 300. So I won't feel too bad about giving it some beans. He's got more power than me. Yeah, it cruises nicely at 50. Smooth. It's like my MZ, it's slightly twisted. They've always got these build quality quirks, haven't they? BSA. Same as Royal Enfield. It's not like a Honda. So it's very neutral handling. We haven't got a traffic-free environment really. Cool, it's got a good front brake. What's the back brake like? The back brake's good as well. Nice little pop and bang on the overrun. Let's see if we can get out of this and get onto some country lanes. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a buzz through the bars at higher revs. The seat's pretty hard, but not uncomfortable. I quite like a firm seat. Handling is very neutral. It's quite a nice handling actually. Suspension is on the firm side, which I don't mind. That's got some good mid-range torque as well. Yeah, nice little pop and bang on the overrun. Yeah, I like that pop and bang. Quite peppy. A lot more peppy than the Enfield Hunter, that's for sure. But it does run out of puff. It's no speed machine. Certainly a lot more satisfying than the Hunter though. But it hasn't got that chuff 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 where you can ride around the lanes at slow speed. So the switchgear is really plasticky and horrible. I'm not going to go into all this menu system. This is just a seat of the pants, first impressions ride really. So if I was to get one, it would spend most of its life riding around the lanes like this. Handlebars are a bit of a stretch and they're too wide. They'd have to be changed. 6th gear, 30 mile an hour. Yeah. Full throttle. At all. It's quite satisfying. So it's not dead smooth, but it's smooth enough. Smooth enough. And I do like that pop and bang on the overrun. Yeah, that pop and bang. So the handling's quite nice. Yeah, suspension, like I said, is on the firm side of comfortable. You can tell it's budget suspension. But that mid-range shove is quite good. It's got a definite surge at like 5,000. Pull over somewhere and swap over?
Yeah.
So I did that classic stall just as you're trying to pull away. I hate it when bikes do that. That's a KTM thing, that is. Bikes with light flywheels. So we're going to find somewhere to stop and swap bikes and ride back. So it goes into neutral quite easy. So what do you reckon, Paul?
That I will buy tomorrow, but I'd make sure I'd sold it within a couple of years.
Right, we'll see if we can find our way back.
This was not well thought out, was it?
No, well, we've done some quite nice little roads.
Oh no, I know.
Just follow me, Paul, and we'll just try and find our way.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I'm happy.
I don't think there's any particular time limit, is there?
Once you're out, I don't think they can say anything, can they?
Not really.
You're late back.
We'll be back eventually.
Sorry about that. See you later.
They weren't exactly overrun with customers, were they?
No.
The key is down here, which I really don't. I really dislike that key being there. What? Why put it there?
Switch it on for us.
Right. Oh, let's try this Goldie. So we're on the Goldie now. Is it going to be like Goldilocks? Just right? I doubt it.
Oh, dumb place for a key.
It's stupid. Yeah. We'll go back that way, Paul. Cool. This has got. Wow, that's completely different. So this feels more substantial, you know, heavier. And it's got a lot more beans. And I'll tell you what, it's smoother. It's still a bit of a stretch to the handlebars though. I suppose it's being used to the cub, isn't it? A lot of induction roar, but it bloody sounds lovely. And now smooth for a single, smoother than the Bantam. Brakes aren't as good. So this is going to be just a very quick impressions video. It's not, don't expect a proper detailed road test. There's just 10 minutes on each bike really. Do you know, that's got some satisfying bottom end and it's as smooth as you like. No, I like this. I've left Paul behind. So we've got no gear indicator, or have we? I don't know, I can't see it. The jetting, or I shouldn't say jetting, should I, because it hasn't got jetting. The fuel injection is crisp. It goes down to 3000 RPM, no problem. Even in top gear. 2000 RPM in top gear. And it pulls away nicely. A 650 single has no right to be as smooth and silky as that. I've owned a couple of 650 Interceptors and they're quite torquey, but they're not as torquey as this. So the suspension is more compliant than the Bantam. Still on the firm side. I suppose it's just that extra weight maybe. What's this, about 10 kilos heavier? So it's slightly sort of jerkier than the Bantam, but then it would be because it's got double the horsepower. Oh no, it hasn't, has it? What's the Bantam got? 35? This is 45, another 10. It feels a lot more. I like the retro speedo and rev counter that go the wrong way round. Paul didn't like that. I think that's a bit of class, that. Steady, it's not my bike. The seat is similar to the Bantam, where it's quite firm and nice and flat. It suits me down to the ground, that seat. You can have a lot of fun on this Goldie. I definitely prefer it to the Bantam. It's all I'd change, I think, is try and get these bars a bit further or angled back a little bit, but you get used to it. It's one of those things you get used to. So it jogs along at low speed really nicely. That's got some lovely bottom end and mid-range power. Chugga 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 chugga. It's very smooth and not jerky at all, really, considering it's a 650 single. Amazing. I don't know how they've done it. So it's a Rotax designed engine. Wow, that's satisfying to short shift. Do you know, I like this Goldstar. I've gelled with it a lot more than the 350 Bantam, that's for sure. I'd give it some beans, really. So that gets very quickly up to 70. It's not vibey either. Right, we better find our way back to the back to Thunder Road. Or it's not Thunder Road, I made a mistake. It's House of Thunder. You know, I like this Goldstar. Lovely bit of kit. Pity I ain't got £6 to buy one.
No, this is just generally disgusting. The gearbox is great. Start again. The gearbox is horrible. The seating position's horrible. The footpeak's horrible.
Yeah.
At least they got the clock up the right way.
Yeah. So I'm back on the Bantam. You can feel the similarity It's made by the same people. The riding position's very similar. It's a little bit shorter, just slightly lighter feeling. Not such a nice engine though. God, I'm gagging for a cup of tea. So it's quite exciting really, riding these different bikes. I'm really enjoying myself. So if I could take something away from this, I would say standouts. I like the Bantam exhaust note and the pop and bang and the front brake. They're outstanding. If you could put those attributes onto the Goldie, you'd have one amazing little bike. You really would. Yeah, I'll bring you back when we get back at base. It's nice in this blue, but you can't beat the Goldie. That is one pretty motorcycle. Yep, I like the Goldie. So me and Paul have just had a banging bacon sandwich in this little place, Emma's Cafe. Just around the corner from House of Thunder. Which is just down there. It's not Thunder Road like I said earlier. House of Thunder, Whitstable. Quite nice people there. So they do Harley Davidsons. Harley Davidson and BSA. It's quite a good little open day that was. You could just have a ride on the BSA range and you don't get hassled, you know. Just take it out for a spin, bring it back, give them the keys and away you go. None of the hard sell business. Yeah. Now I've negotiated that awkward little bit of traffic and get back on subject of the BSAs. Would I buy one? If I had the money, I would seriously think about the 650 Goldstar. I don't think I'd buy the 350 Bantam. I didn't gel with it. The Goldstar, yes, I gelled with that straight away. That was a lot of fun. It had a stonking engine. It really did. It had no right to be as smooth and silky as that engine was for a big single. Yep, amazing. So, the 650 Goldstar wins it for me. So on that note, from me and Paul, I shall say cheerio, and we'll see you on the next one.